Here on Fog Entertainment, we've reacted to quite a lot of Screen Rants articles about the Sopranos, but today they are ranking every major character death, and according to them, there's only 14. So let's see who comes in last, who comes in first, and let's see if I agree with the 14 on the list. So, coming in 14th place, we've got Billy Leotardo, played by Chris Galdovino. He was a soldier, worked for his brother Phil. Of course, Tony Bondetto kills him as he leaves a restaurant with his father. So, yeah. This death just didn't really feel that big to me at the time. Like, he just felt like a guy that worked for New York that happened to be Phil Leotardo's brother. That pretty much seemed to be what it is. Yeah, you know what? It intensified the feud between Phil and Tony, but at the end of the day, I mean, it didn't exactly. Like, yeah, it intensified the feud, but it's like, by the time like season 6 starts, it's not like New York and New Jersey are at each other's throats. That's more towards the end of it. Like, there's other factors in play than this guy. 13th place, got Jackie Aprile Jr. For me, this has got to be one of the worst. He's just walking and he gets shot in the back of the head. Like, he's just some sort of jobber. Honestly, man, I feel like he got absolutely jobbed clean out here. Did Jackie Jr. Aprile? 12th place, we got Johnny Sack. You know what, right? He passes away gradually, like it says there, rather than the typical shocking manner. And at the end of the day, I actually liked the fact that it was a bit unique. Now here, was it a tragic end for him? Absolutely. Absolutely. But here, at least they went for something different, and I think they pulled it off quite well. Not everyone gets a happy ending, you know, as Patsy told that woman Gloria, it won't be cinematic. And this wasn't cinematic, to let you know. 11th place, we've got Olivia Soprano. I mean, they couldn't really do much about this. The fact that this is coming in at 11th is kind of total bullshit, in my opinion. Like, if we're being truthful, like, what, why, like, why is this coming in at 11th? Like, she literally died off screen, but like no real implications going any other way. So to me, I'm gonna strongly disagree with this list. I don't understand how this one ain't last. I mean, I guess you could say it's pretty cookie cutter, so at the end of the day, how could you really rate it that horribly? But at the same time, I guess you could change certain aspects about it. Doesn't have to just be well, she's off screen and that's it. 10th place, Phil Leotardo. Again, it's just. I think his death was just lackluster. Like, you've got this full blown war, and he gets shot while pumping gas, and then his head gets crushed by his own car. It's just, I think it just came across as a wee bit weak, personally. Um. Anyway, like, I get it in the mafia and these things. It's not always like the main president or the main mafia boss or the kingpin that always does like the dirty work and gets the kill on his arch nemesis. But I think in this instance, I think it would have been better, if I'm being brutally honest. Bobby Bacaleri. I actually like this death. He's trying to get his choo-choo trains. He goes in and he just absolutely gets shot to death. Blown. The Blue Comet. Big Bobby. He's a loyal family man. He was a good person. Phil Leotardo, though, he sent a few of his men bang good night. 8th place, got Fetal Spatter 4. For me, the best storyline of season 6 was this guy coming out the closet, even though I guess you could say he kind of came out the closet a wee bit before then. But yep, it was quite interesting, this one. And yeah, the fact that Phil just came out the closet. Phil's got a pretty big hand to play in most of these guys' deaths, man. If we're being brutally honest. Phenomenal. Quite incredible. Tony Bondetto, played by Steve Buscemi. Tony literally just shoots his fucking cousin in the dome with a shotgun. Pretty extreme, pretty brutal, but at the end of the day, that's what I do. And that is exactly what he's done. He's shot him right in the face, my brother. And yeah, saved his cousin from a wee bit of a more explosive and hurtful death. Then we've got Mikey Palmas coming in 6th place, played by, of course, Al Saplenza. So this guy, this wee man knows what he's talking about, man. This absolute fucking legend. I thought it was actually a pretty good death. Apart from Tony. Apart from, I was supposed to say Tony, but I mean, obviously the guy that plays Polly was called Tony. Polly and Chris, I think the acting here was a bit cringe for those two, like the way like they're shooting him and they're pure like flinging the gun into him, like yeah, you motherfucker, yeah. I don't know. To me, it came across a wee bit cringe that, but here, each to their own. Everybody's different. I guess you just got to deal with things like that, brother. At the end of the day, but here, Big Stevie, am I right about everything, troops, or could I possibly be wrong about some wee things? We'll never really know at the end of the day. But here, Mikey Palmer's coming in sixth place. Coming in fifth place, we've got Ralph Cefaretto. Did he kill the horse? Did he not? Damn, he killed the horse. Why would you care about the horse? Very unique character. I liked Ralph. I remember watching the show. It was one of the more like unexpected deaths that I didn't really have a problem with. Like I think killing someone in a fit of anger and like a fight to the death is acceptable, but the way Tony ended up killing Chris, for example, sucks. And I've got a feeling Chris is coming up soon. We've got Richie April again, another one that was kind of done complete surprise. I'm not going to complain too much about this one. Again, done well. Adriana, I mean, bit of a stupid bitch at the end of the day. Getting in the car with Silvio. We all knew that was coming, man. We all knew what was coming with this one. Second place, we've got Sal, Bomb and Zero. There's no like, how the hell's Christopher number one? That's it. I think Sal's probably is one of the best ones where it's just done. But yeah, Christopher number one. I mean, let's just what is it? However, Christopher was getting sloppy. Much of it was due to heroin addiction that started to cause him to make mistakes. The end for Christopher came when he was involved in a car accident and was in his car, possibly died. And that is when Tony suffocated his nephew when he realised that Christopher's daughter would be dead if she was in the car with him. He seemed relieved when he finally removed his nephew from his family tree. It just, I don't know. I think for Tony to kill Christopher this way, it just would have been much better if he had done it like a couple of seasons prior. Like, I think waiting to like the third last or the fourth last episode to kill him is actually a bit of a joke. It's like, we all know what Christopher's like, right? And maybe this is arguing, well, it took him to realise if it was to find the kid that he finally had. Well, if that actually was in the back seat, he'd have died. Alright, mate. Fair enough. Fair enough. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave this, guys. That's every major death ranked on The Sopranos. Only 14. I mean, few other deaths. I think this list is on without. But that's where we're going to leave this, man. So leave your comments down below. And until next time, that is going to do it here for Fog Entertainment. And until then, you'll love it. Peace.